Welcome to another episode of the Cantina of Comics. Today we're going to show you how to make a very special drink, and to make it, we have a very special guest. Welcome to the Cantina of Comics, where we drink a little and we read a lot. I'm Matt, joined by a very special guest.
Olivia.
Yeah, it's Olivia. She's our guest mixologist today. She's my daughter, and so you're going to show us how to make a drink that we're calling the Mos Eisley Mynocks. Now, this is based off of what's called a Moscow Mule.
Moscow Mule.
And what do we need to make a Mos Eisley Mynocks?
It's really simple. All you need is, you would usually use original Smirnoff. We have whipped cream. And then
cream. It's a running gag.
Then we have some ginger beer, non-alcoholic, some lemon juice, and lime slices. And it's really easy. You just mix it over ice. There's no shaking. There's no blending.
Okay.
Super simple.
Now, with this, normally we do kettle mugs, right?
Yes.
So we do
usually do it in with a copper mug.
A copper mug? Okay,
Yes.
well, we're going to use these glasses for this. So what do we put in first?
Let's go straight in with the vodka.
Okay.
And it's 2 parts of vodka. So we're just going to measure 1, 2.
See, now you know.
1, 2.
Now you know where she gets all the measurements from her mom. Because that looked like 2 shots to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we're doing 1 part of lime juice.
Okay.
1 and 1.
All right. Do we even need
Nope,
this?
we sure don't.
This is just here for props. This is
You
just
would
here for.
usually use that if you weren't a professional.
If you were a professional, but we are not. Okay, now we're opening up the ginger beer.
And we're just going to fill it up the rest of the way
Okay.
with ginger
Now, when we're talking like a copper mug, do we? I mean, are they bigger? Do you put
I think
more
they're
in?
usually bigger and they're rounded, so it gives you a lot more room.
To pour in the.
Yeah.
Okay, so this might be a little heavy on the, I guess you'd say alcohol taste, maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
The ginger beer is really gingery though, so it takes over a lot of the taste.
Okay, and then we have, you can garnish it with a lime.
The lime wedge. I think
Okay.
there's one that's cut.
And I'm just
You
gonna
can just put yours right in.
I'm
I'm
gonna rest
gonna
that on the glass.
Be all fancy and put mine on here.
Okay, so this is a Mos Eisley Mynocks. Like you said, it's a very simple 3 to 4 ingredient recipe. Okay.
That's really good.
Yeah, that is. I taste a little bit of the whipped cream vodka,
Yeah.
but that's kind of nice because you get to taste all the things, and it's
Yeah.
carbonated too. So that's
And
something.
then the ginger just hits you in the back of your throat.
It does. We haven't made a drink that's carbonated here yet on the
Yeah.
Cantina yet, but we did today. So.
Yeah, that is really good.
Okay, so that is how you make a Mos Eisley Mynocks. Well, Olivia, I thank you for guesting on the program today.
Anytime.
And what we'll do is we're going to talk about Star Wars and Darth Vader coming up next.
I will be playing Lego Star Wars. I'm gonna die again because I'm scolding you right now. Nothing's happening. Oh! Okay, well now something happened. Oh. Okay. It wasn't lined up to the centimeter. My bad. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Hey, I made that. You can't take it. Aw, that's messed up. Stomp on them. Stomp on them till they die.
And welcome back to the Cantina of Comics. Now, before we get into the comics, I want to let you know about how you can get a free Star Wars audiobook courtesy of Utini. All you have to do is head over to utini.com to sign up for a 30-day free trial from Audible. You'll be able to choose from the vast Audible library. Maybe you want to listen to the latest Thrawn book by Timothy Zahn, or delve into the Alphabet Squadron by Alexander Freed. You can even check out some Legends novels. It's all there for you, utini.com, then click on Audible Get Started link. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with Star Wars number 7, The Will of Tarkin, Part 1, Predators. No, not that kind of Predators. This one is written by Charles Soule with pencils by Ramon Rosanes and colors by Rochelle Rosenberg. Now we're going to pick up after the events of issue 6 as Luke Skywalker has returned to the Rebel fleet. Princess Leia gives the order to send the transmission, knowing it will clue the Empire into their location, and then the rebels will strike back. You know, because this takes place after the events of Empire Strike Back. You know, like a 1980s movie when they use the title of the movie in the dialogue. For example, like the movie Lethal Justice, when the bad guy dies and the hero says, "He died from a case of lethal justice." In this issue, we are introduced to a new Imperial character, Commander Zara, who has it in to track down and destroy Princess Leia. Through the course of this issue, we learn more about Zara, like she was a protege of Grand Moff Tarkin, and that she barely made it off the first Death Star before it was blown up by terrorists. Now here are my quick takes on this issue. There are lots of references and callbacks and maybe some call forwards to things that have happened in the Star Wars world but that we haven't read about. And we get more High Republic references as Tarkin mentions the Nihil and calls them agents of chaos who once wreaked great havoc across a wide swath of the galaxy. And we also get a nice little callback to a story from last year's Age of Rebellion Tarkin written by Greg Pak. And speaking of Greg Pak, let's move on over to Darth Vader issue number 6. This is Into the Fire, Part 1, The Punishment. This one is written by Greg Pak with pencils by Raphael Ianco and colors by Niraj Menyon. Darth Vader has returned to his Emperor after running around with the Amidalans on Naboo, and what does he get for his troubles? How about a fistful of Force lightning? You know, one of these things. Zzz, 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 zzz. And then after soaking in all that lightning, what does Palpatine do to Vader? He drops him off on Mustafar on the exact same spot where Anakin was defeated by Obi-Wan. Oh yeah, and minus the limbs that Obi-Wan cut off. That's just plain rude. So now Vader has to rebuild himself, and Palpatine says you cannot use the Force to help you. And that is double rude. Greg Pak continues his superb writing in this issue, making us feel sympathy for Darth Vader as the Emperor continues to break Anakin down. Also, we get a nice little back and forth between the Emperor and Mas Amedda. And we do get to see the Royal Imperial Guards do something more than just stand there in this issue. And then the very last page, I'm not going to tell you what happens, but holy cow! It is a direct tie-in to Rise of Skywalker, and I cannot wait to see what happens next issue. So we want to know what you think of Star Wars number 7 and Darth Vader number 6. You can go over to Utini's Discord server, let us know what you think. All you have to do is click on EU Comics. All right, back here with the Cantina of Comics and our Mos Eisley Mynocks, and you're right, it does hit you in the back of the throat.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not a fan of ginger, but this is kind of interesting.
It really clears your palate.
It does.
That's what ginger is supposed to do.
Cleanses it like when you get your sushi.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so being my daughter, you grew up around Star Wars.
Absolutely.
So I think we're going to put your Star Wars trivia knowledge to the test. And since we made a Mos Eisley Mynocks, I'm going to ask you a trivia question. And it's going to be, what was the name of the ship that the Mynocks attacked on Empire Strikes Back?
You know, Dad,
This should be an easy one.
as much as I would love to answer that question, I think I'm going to choose my phone a friend option.
Oh, you're going to phone a friend,
Yes,
huh?
I'm gonna
What friend are you going to call?
I'm just going to call my brother
Oh,
because he knows more about Star Wars
Oh,
than
okay.
I do.
so the
And
clock's
he
ticking.
knows
Can I do the dee, dee, dee,
Yeah.
dee? Okay.
Hi, brother of mine.
What's up? How's it going?
So, Dad's asking me a question about Star Wars, and I chose the phone a friend option.
Okay.
So, I'm going to need your help on this one.
Okay, one sec. What is the question?
All right, the question is, in Empire Strikes Back, what was the name of the ship that the Mynocks attacked in the asteroid?
The Millennium Falcon.
The Millennium Falcon.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, that's my final answer.
You are correct.
Ding, ding, ding.
I wish I had like a cash prize or something to give you, but I've got nothing.
Well, okay, well, I'll take a rain check.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay, thanks. I'll call you later. Bye.
All right, so you got the trivia question right. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, thanks for coming on the show
Thanks
and
for having
showing
me.
us how to make a Mos Eisley Mynock.
Yes.
And thank you for watching. And if you'd like to watch all of our other Cantina of Comics, you can go to the Utini YouTube page. Of course, there's book reviews. There's all sorts of things going on there. Utini Plays. You can check out all the videos there, youtube.com, and then head over to Utini. So thanks for watching. Until next time, keep on reading and keep on drinking. And welcome to the Cantina of Comics. Today we're going to show you how to make a very special Star Wars drink with a very special guest.
Olivia. I'm Olivia.
After the events of issue 6, as Luke Skywalker has returned to the Rebel fleet. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump you there. Sorry. You know, because now through the course of this, sorry. Let me just